By thinking of worries all the time, what is going to happen? Nothing. With your 10 worries, an 11th worry called depression will happen. That's all. We worry while we are working. Be very clear. When there is worrying, you cannot work. And when you are really working, you cannot worry. Where there is worry, there cannot be any creativity. And where there is creativity, there cannot be any worry. Either worry or creativity can exist at any given time, never both. Creativity is real worship. When you create, you are close to God. Creativity comes from the heart. Worry comes from the mind. By going behind the past or by thinking about the future, you miss the present moment. Spirituality is all about dropping the past and living in the present. Right now, you are accumulating the past like anything. Your burden is becoming heavier and heavier day by day. You feel bogged down because of this. You don't know how to unload your past. You only know how to carry it with you. You feel that you have to carry it with you. Society has taught you that you have to carry it with you. You are taught to feel guilty if you try dropping it. Society tells you that you are ungrateful if you drop the past. I tell you, it is simply nonsense. There is absolutely no need for you to carry your past with you. The people who tell you these things don't know that gratitude is something that you have to feel continuously in you towards existence, towards everyone as a whole, and not something that you feel towards isolated incidents in your life. When you drop your past, the present will take you by surprise. Society always teaches you to enjoy the present as past, never as present. It teaches you to make everything a past and then enjoy it. I have seen people who go out on holidays. They're all the time with their still camera and video camera. In the most scenic places, instead of enjoying the nature surrounding them, they will be scrambling with their cameras to capture all the scenes through their camera lens. They will then go back home, wash their film rolls, sit on their sofa inside 4 walls, and enjoy the same scenery through the photographs and the video camera. They have simply missed, that's all. And all the photographs are taken and shown to the family and friends just to tell them that they have visited the places seen in the pictures. But they never enjoyed the places when they were there. They just missed it. You all the time enjoy the present after making it a past. That is why people say those were the golden days. When the days were actually there, you would not have surely thought they were golden. At that time, you would have been saying that the earlier days were golden days. This is how you delude yourself with your worries. You totally miss the beauty of the present. When you are in tune with the present, every moment will be a celebration, and you will not be searching for past incidents to celebrate. When every moment is a celebration, you will continue to be in the present because you are celebrating every moment. You will never go to the past for celebrating. It is such a waste of time dissecting the past for worries because you are a new person every moment. Every moment you are evolving. Every moment you are getting updated. You are a part of existence, and existence changes every moment. Then how can you dissect past incidents with your updated intelligence? It is totally irrelevant. Never analyze the past with updated intelligence. It is a totally foolish thing to do. It will only lead to more worry and more guilt. Every moment you are dying and becoming a new person. This is the truth. Have you ever seen a buffalo or cow worried? Have you heard of any plant that is worried? Are they not conducting their lives without a hassle? Why do you worry then? I tell you, worrying is the most unproductive habit of man. Worries are constantly being produced within yourselves as inner chatter, and this keeps you unproductively absorbed in it. All your worries are nothing but a collection of words in the languages that you know. And they cause so much of confusion and misinterpretation in you. Words are the root cause of all misconceptions. But what can be done? Words are the only form of communication we are familiar with. I always tell people, when I say something, you understand it as something else, and that is where the problem starts. Each one carries their own dictionary and interprets the words in their own way. A small story. One man told his wife, "You know, it is said that over 5,000 camels are used in a year to make paint brushes." The wife replied, "Oh God, is it not amazing to see what they can make animals do?" This is how most of us relate. That is why I say words cause confusion. Sadly, the only form of communication that man knows is words. He gets caught in words and more words. That's all. You see, words will always give rise to more words. But there is a silence or a gap between one word and the other. A tiny gap, not perceivable by us. This is the gap that we need to be aware of. This is the gap that holds what we are actually seeking. This gap is so microcosmic that although we go through it all day, we are blissfully oblivious to it. When I talk, you become intensely engrossed in my speech without much inner chatter. When you are deeply engrossed in my words, I give some gaps, and the silence in those gaps is the real solution you are seeking. Sometimes in my lectures, I give long gaps while I am talking. I give those gaps for you to absorb and witness the silence. This can help increase the awareness in you. But invariably what happens? The moment I give gaps, people start getting restless. They start fidgeting with their things, or they start looking around and talking, just collecting words once again. Real silence is that which is flooded with only awareness and nothing else. It is not just keeping your mouth shut. If you can get glimpses of this silence, this awareness, you will understand what I have been talking all the time.